people need to tell me when they can see me, am I in sync? Or am I totally out of sync? On my picture, I am in sync. And there's no repeating audio. Oh my god. I have no... Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe because I'm tired, my computer hates me. All good now, Mush? Yeah? It's all good? We're good. We're good. Oh my god. How weird. What I need to do is really have a good look at my I have no idea. Like, I'm too tired for this shit, mate. Too tired for this shit. Well, thank you. With my 80, I get apparently out of sync because it hates me. Let's make sure it works while we're in a game, because we're going to be playing Star Citizen a little bit. We're going to be talking about CitizenCon. So we're going to be talking about the roadmap for Star Citizen, because the 2016-2017 roadmap has now changed. We're also going to be talking about that CitizenCon demo. We can kind of boil down the rest of CitizenCon into about 5 minutes, because it was just a keynote presentation for Facebook or something. Some of it, like that communication platform, it's great, and it's going to have VoIP and stuff. But we kind of talked about that before CitizenCon, and it didn't need that kind of... didn't really need that kind of, like, level of detail going into. They were, like, trying to sell us new iPhones or something. I don't know. It was like that Squadron 42 demo that wasn't shown, which will be shown really soon. And I am being a bit of like a naughty child by going, well, I'm depressed that it wasn't there and I'm pissed off. Well, I am, because the rest of the presentation felt like there was a void there. And this was an issue for me at CitizenCon. It's like, I loved that demo. I loved the CitizenCon demo that they did, the Homestead demo. But it felt that the rest of the presentation was a huge void there, because that Squadron 42 demo wasn't ready, and they had to fill it with random stuff. Now, if they put in some Star Marine gameplay, or even some new flight model gameplay, anything gameplay-wise to fill the gap, or some videos, like they did at last year's CitizenCon, we saw tech videos for Gary Oldman's face, and we saw the Star Map video, and all that sort of stuff. They could have filled it with a lot of stuff, even if it was just a quick fill, not a keynote presentation speech. Am I right? I'm not a bit of Debbie Downer. Don't you call me Debbie Downer? I love Star Citizen. I'm allowed to be overly critical at some points. And the problem is that the Gamescom demo was great. Yeah? It was really good. We got a lot more than we wanted. But with the CitizenCon demo, we were sort of expecting something that we didn't get. And that was annoying. That's sort of like, oh. But that demo that they did show was pretty awesome. And I think the other thing that was a little bit meh for me is that I'm not a massive fan of the Polaris. Normally I'm like well up for these ships, but I just think I wish it could hold 2 ships rather than 1. That would make me feel a lot better. I'm going up to the turret at the top. That's what I was doing in here before we look at the CitizenCon demo. Yeah, hashtag triggered. I'm sorry if I'm triggering people with my honest opinions on things. I mean, I love Star Citizen. It's amazing. I love what they're doing with everything. Where am I going? I know this shit. Why am I going around trying to go to the gun turrets to go up these ladders, mate? Ooh. That hands clipping through things has been pretty fixed by Mark Abbott, apparently. Which is good. Let's have a look at this turret. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for so many people joining me already. Stressed, what is stressed? No, this is my general level of stress. But I'm really tired. Is this turret this big on? Oh, I'm in the ceiling. Is this turret this big on the normal Starfarer? I'll have a look later. I actually really like the UE colours. I like that colour of green. Kind of like the orangey yellow. I'm not a fan of this Starfarer. I like the original Starfarer. It was only frustrating because Chris promises the Earth and then gives us Santa. Yeah, so yesterday, 10th of October, was World Mental Health Day, which is great. It was kind of raising awareness for mental health issues, trying to break down social taboos, being able to talk about mental health, that sort of stuff. But there was a campaign of hashtag I'm a gamer in connection with that. So it was hashtag I'm a gamer, and then hashtag I am PTSD, or I am depression, or I am, and then kind of people talking about themselves openly about what disorders they have. But I didn't like the hashtag I am, because it sounds like you identify as your disorder rather than suffer from it. And I can only talk from my experience, but I certainly don't identify as my disorder. But other than that, it was great. It's just that was my. I mean, I'm being overly critical of everything today, but World Mental Health Day was yesterday. There was a really great campaign. I will retweet some of it because it's still going on, and it's still ongoing. And in a week or two, I'm going to start talking about a bit more mental health on my channel, and there'll be a little section of it. Either on my YouTube channel, or there'll be a new YouTube channel about it, or I'll start putting it at the end of like my streams or something. Today, I'm going to be giving away at least some HCS voice packs. I think that I forgot to give one away at the end of that CitizenCon stream that I did, because I was super tired, and I am super tired now. I suffer from terrible insomnia, but CitizenCon I stayed up until 6 a.m. in the morning, and then yesterday until 5 because I couldn't sleep because my body clock hates me. I might have to run to the door was the other thing, because my mum's birthday present's coming and I'm expecting some packages, and I think everyone is out of the house at the moment, just so people know. But I want us to watch the... Actually, before we watch the CitizenCon demo again, let's go through briefly the kind of roadmap that's changed and kind of guesstimate some things for that. So let's stream my display. How do we do this? We click on here, don't we? Oh god, smooth transitions. BoredGamer here with you with some smooth transitions. Is it not? I don't know what's happening with the free flight. I don't know. I've got all the ships in that hangar. I'm on my normal account. I'm not on like an Eva Cartier account or anything. That's back a zone. Oh, okay. We'll do some videos with those ships at some point. So we got all these slides that we're going to use from CitizenCon, and we're going to be talking about the roadmap. Now, the disappointment, very briefly, was Squadron 42's demo wasn't going to be shown there, and basically they said Squadron 42 is not coming out in 2016, it's coming out in 2017. So I would expect first quarter 2017 release, think March time. That's what we've been thinking for a little while. And they have a lot of it done, so there's some technical hurdles still with some assumption. So lots of bits of the AI stuff and some optimization things. But pretty much everything else is all complete or grey boxed or better already. So there's not too much for them to do. The reason they didn't show that demo is because it wasn't super polished. They didn't have it polished enough. They couldn't get the animations working for it. Aaron was talking to some people candidly afterwards and said, yeah, the animations just aren't right for it yet, and it wouldn't have looked like how we wanted. So guys can wait a little tiny bit longer to get that. And it won't be long. It won't be long at all. And the reason people are disappointed is because they tried to fill the gap of that with more like fluffy tech speak when they were talking about the communication platform. So the communication platform is going to allow orgs to do loads of cool stuff on websites. Pew, pew, pew. That's the sound that orgs make when they do cool stuff on websites. But also have VoIP and stuff integration to the game eventually. Within, I think, 6 to 8 weeks, most of the features are coming, which is pretty cool. So, okay. 2.6 will be coming pretty damn soon. And it's going to be having that Star Marine stuff. And going to have the Arena Commander, Quality of Life update. We know most about that already. More stuff that Star Marine, they're going to have 2 levels now, a 4v4 and a 12v12 level with deathmatch and control modes. And we're getting tactical visor with the radar, we're getting grenades, all that sort of jazz. So it's going to be Star Marine, going to have that matchmaking system, great. And that should be pretty damn soon. They've got to get the flight model nailed down first. There's like an Eva Carti 2.5X patch at the moment where they're trying to work out the flight model. I suspect that we'll hear a lot more about that during this week. And maybe that will roll out to a wider PTU, maybe that get totally reworked, whatever, I don't know. But they've like halved the speeds of all the ships for the flight model, so there's less jousting and that sort of stuff. So expect 2.6 pretty soon. between 2 to 4 weeks max is what I would expect. 3.0, however, I mean, and that's just a guesstimate. It has to be a guesstimate because they might run into a blocker, or it might be ready really soon. It might be ready in like a couple of days. They're being really cagey about timescales because they're worried they're going to get them wrong. So 3.0, that should be coming out by Christmas still. All that I know suggests that that is still 100% true. They still have a team working on 3.0 that isn't on Star Marine, that sort of stuff, so that they are working on that and it isn't Squadron 42 based. So that's going to come with cargo, which is going to lead to all these professions, which is trading, cargo, piracy, mercenary based stuff, being a bounty hunter that's going killing the people that were just doing piracy on your mates. And also, we're going to get the Urza rover, we're going to get the Dragonfly, the Caterpillar, and the Constellation Aquila. I think the Aquila and the Urza are kind of unconfirmed for 3.0, but now they're confirmed. Also, that Stanton system is going to be much larger, fleshed out. Much more fleshed out. But then, so that's 2016's releases. Okay? No more for 2016. We should be seeing the Squadron 42 playthrough demo between now and a few weeks. I mean, I don't know how much polish is left to do that. It seems that when Erin was talking from the stuff that I was reading, it seems going to be very soon. People were saying like a couple of weeks to see that, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, we saw from the Gamescom demo and from the CitizenCon demo, the stuff's moving actually quite fast when they're with polish and getting the tools ready. And it's this kind of long-term thinking that is starting to pay off. It's annoying that we've just seen kind of that... We didn't see that demo, that's really annoying. But it's starting to pay off. So in 2017, we're going to get, with 3.1, mining and refining, we're going to start to see these big careers and big mechanics come in. So we're going to have quantum interdiction as well in 3.1, refueling, processing, mining, and more escort-based stuff. I'm not sure what they meant by escort. I suppose there might be escort missions, because the mission system should be coming in 3.0, and then they'll be adding more and more and more missions. So we're also going to see lots more solar system locations, but the new ships with that are going to be the Cutlass Red and Blue Flyable, the Hull C. So I'm assuming that they might try and fill in the Hull A and B before that. Don't know. Just said Hull C here. The Misk Prospector, obviously you want something to mine with, and the Origin 85X, which is the shuttle that comes with the 890 jump, and which will be available separately. I mean, we don't know when these releases are going to be coming in 2017. Expect first quarter for 3.1. Normally, Christmas, well, January is kind of a write-off normally for CIG, mostly, because they kind of re-gear everything. But I suspect they will be working on any hotfixes that they need to get through from 3.0, and any polish they need to get on Squadron 42. So after that, we're going to have 3.2, which is going to have salvage, repair, mercenary, covert ops. Not entirely sure what that means, but I'm assuming that's a mission-based thing. More locations, but we're also going to get the Constellation Taurus, the Constellation Phoenix, which will make a lot of people happy. The Anvil Terrapin, which is going to be a ship that was ready pretty quickly, effectively, since it went on concept sale. The Aegis Vanguard Harbinger, the Sentinel, and the Aegis Reclaimer. Now, the Reclaimer is going to be absolutely massive ship. And I'm surprised it's going to be ready, planned for that time. Now, with all of these, I believe that if ships are ready earlier, they will release them earlier. So just bear that in mind. They did say originally in 2016, they didn't want to say this patch is for this. They are going to roll it out when they can, but these are the plans for the mechanics. This mechanic is planned for here based on our roadmap. And this is just a rough roadmap. 3.3. Farming and rescue. So farming seems to be becoming more and more of a thing. Rescue, I assume that's search and rescue and the beacon, the service beacons and that sort of stuff. With new ships such as the Anvil Carrack, the 890 Jump, the Banu Merchantman, and the rest of the Reliant variants. So that patch, that's pretty huge, isn't it? That's the Banu, that's the 890, that's the Carrack. That's going to be some of the most anticipated ships. And then for 4.0, I would suspect that at the end of 2017, that's almost certainly what will happen. That's going to be a new big release, and that will be pushed closer to beta kind of thing, in my opinion, that's when they can start to consider opening the game up as a beta. Because most of the ships will now be done. Obviously, there might be other releases, but so the jump points are going to start to be there. So we're going to be able to start to travel to different solar systems. That's pretty cool. And there's going to be exploration and discovery and science and research mechanics. So science and research mechanics, they're going to be quite in depth as well. Now, I do expect other releases to be here as well. Some of the Squadron 42 ships, they just haven't said when they're going to be, like the Idris, for example, the Javelin. I do suspect they will be flight ready before 4.0. And, well, as soon as they've released Squadron 42, so after first quarter 2017 would be my suggestion on the release of Squadron 42. They're going to start to make that Idris and stuff like that flight ready for the persistent universe. So just bear that in mind. So what I'd like to do in a second was look through that CitizenCon demo that we saw of the planet. I've cleaned up a version and made it 60 frames a second because I'm a boss. It just looks a little better. It is faked, obviously. Let's open this bad boy up. But before I go on, how is everyone doing? Is everyone good? The Redeemer needs lots of work. It was player made. It needs to go through a second concept again, and it's not on the top of their priorities list, to my knowledge. They might be throwing a curveball or something like super secret, but as I'm aware, that is not a priority at the moment. That might be annoying to some of you because you have one or bought one, and I think that's one of the reasons that they got the hoplite done as well. They went that needs too much work, so we need to get the hoplite. Right, let's put this on. Hey guys, and welcome to some more Star Citizen. This is the Homestead or Procedural Planets demo, version 2, from CitizenCon 2016. I've tried to clean it up a bit. It was pretty awesome. I've sharpened it and made it look as good as I can, as well as improving the audio. I'm sure at some point CIG will release a remastered one straight from the things, but this is the best one I could make to get you by in the meantime. Anyway, please enjoy, as it was pretty damn good. Links in the description for the full presentation. Tell me about the volume of this, guys. It's too high, too low. It's more about us watching it, though, this time. So, the camera is very much sort of like a scripted camera, I think. They've told the camera where to go. But we saw Port Olisar that had been copy and pasted in above this planet. And they went down from that to the planet through clouds and weather systems and all that sort of jazz. We can see mountains, we can see multiple biomes. And this is a huge difference between what we saw from the Gamescom demo, which was a single textured planet. You see trees that have been painted on, literally with like a paint tool. Just gone paint on trees. Turn it down a little bit more. Oh no, a tiny bit more. There you go. That should be quite good for volume overall. So you should better hear me. So the smoke, the clouds, the fog, I think is amazing in this. They've got the light and the fog so well balanced. And I like that we're seeing Arctic tundra. We're seeing like a savannah, a little bit of plains. You see the planet up on the top right, which is by Korea. You go to Korea. I think they've just copy and pasted in that planet. That's pretty cool. Hello, CitizenCon!
They missed it.
We didn't miss it, Chris.
He actually said hello, CitizenCon, but you guys are all laughing when you saw the guy.
So, yeah, I mean, we get to see quite a lot of different biomes here. There is... I've written a guide if you need help running Star Citizen on a laptop and stuff. He might... if he's too old, he might be fucked, but it might be okay. I think it might be exclamation mark performance in chat. You go to the redacted.tv website, and it's in the resources section. So this is kind of cool, kind of planes. Just when we get to see the floor and the actual textures on the floor in a minute, it's pretty cool. So this camera is very much sort of like a scripted camera. They've gone camera go from here to here, going towards their constellation Aquila here.
Right. Here we are in our constellation Aquila.
Aquila. Or is it Aquila as in vanilla chinchilla? That's how you say it.
So we're heading towards the distress beacon. So the idea with this would be that, you know, you potentially could get a mission where you get a distress beacon and you're going to find out on...
Gamble, you were awesome at CitizenCon, mate. It was great watching your streams.
Case,
really enjoyed them.
This planet. So we're heading towards it.
So they're in a mission here effectively for 3.0. It might not be a mission that appears, but I suspect very similar missions will. Less scripted, obviously. There is scripting here because why wouldn't they have scripting when they're showing a demo?
Right, so I think this is telling us the atmospheric conditions are unsafe. And one of the key gameplay things you want to do on, because obviously the planetary tech is going to allow us to have a whole bunch of play areas we don't normally have, is to encourage players not to always, you know, maybe you can't always fly there, maybe you have to get out and
so
use your
the idea
rover, for instance.
Is that this guy's trying to find a distress beacon, which could be loot there, could be a mission there, whatever. But he can't land his ship right next to it because there's a atmospheric condition or there's environmental hazards that will damage his ship or destroy his ship or not allow him to fly there or like whatever. Could damage his ship. So he has to land nearby and then go there on foot or using a vehicle of some kind. So that's a mechanic that they're going to put into the system so that ships aren't going to just wreck everything on the planet's surface as well. I suspect that there'll be things around some bases, pirates' bases, so that you can't just have the constellation killer comes along and just goes, well, you're all on foot. Missiles. So, yeah, there's a distress beacon on the ground. That's what I'm looking for. And all of this, I believe, didn't take too long for them to actually build. They procedure generated the planet, then they used some of the quite powerful artist tools and Planet Edge that they made for Star Engine, and literally painted on the biomes, made sure they kind of started and ended where they want. These are prefabs, these buildings that they're landing on, and they just tweak them, they move boxes around. They can do hero locations and statues and stuff like that if they want unique bits.
Working on that thing for the...
This is the actual player model
thing, always want to have the landing
planet as well. That dude that they're using there. Like his haircut.
So we're gonna head out to do some exploring and.
When my mohawk was dying, that was what I looked like.
The armor on.
They don't want you to be able to. Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry. I'm absolutely shattered still.
Get us out,
they don't want you to be able to wear
nice
like heavy armor while flying a ship. So there will be ways
in case there's some hostiles
that
out
you'll be able to grab armor from lockers like that.
Kind of example,
but they also want it so that
you shouldn't be able to
there
sort
are
of sit in
benefits
heavy armor flying a ship. Maybe you're in your fight suit and then you go and equip your armor or your EVA suit when you need to go outside and do stuff. And so you sort of want to make it.
Don't want to always be wearing an EVA suit like we are.
Equipping and using different stuff. So if you notice, this is the actor that we had that was in.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me.
He's actually in Squadron 42.
Well, he walks so stiff because the animations aren't there yet. They're having problems with some of the animations. It's one of the things they wanted to polish the Squadron 42 demo. And it's one of the major blockers they've had since 2015 for Star Marine, I believe.
Scope out. All right. So
there will be occasional screen tearing
since we can't fly.
Because they.
Handily, we've got the Constellation Killer, so we have...
the source files were, I think, like 1080i, and I've tried to grab 720p. And so if you look at the original video,
so, you know,
there's lines everywhere.
We saw the Constellation Killer
so
commercial a while ago. We are now doing this in-game, in real time. Awesome.
I love the Ursa rover. I think this is a bit overly excessive where the panel folds up and comes back down. It is pretty cool. I don't like the wheels feel a little too bouncy to me. But I probably will buy an Ursa rover now. Actually, no, maybe I'll just get a Carrack. I don't know. I think I really want a Carrack now. The Carrack's going to be pretty big. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The way it rolls, folds over. I don't like the reasons for why the wheels kind of fold out and that gun folds out. It's because they needed to make it fit in the constellations, and I feel that that's that they built that rover almost specifically for that. Well, they had to convert it specifically for that. So I don't feel that they'd sell many in the actual like a real world economy because of that. Maybe they'd be too expensive. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just my opinion. The Aquila for me is much better than the Andromeda because I like the idea of exploring. I like the fact it comes with a, I think it's a Pisces. Is it the Pisces or was that with the Carrack? It comes with a shuttle and might come with a P-52. Can't remember. And an Ursa rover. They didn't talk much about the new code. We knew the new network code is coming in 3.0, although I suspect that there will be code improvements for 2.6. Star Marine and the Arena Commander stuff. We're not really having terrible network code at the moment anyway. I do suspect they're going to tighten that up.
And yeah, unlike, I mean, all those mounts we see,
yeah, it's very Mass Effect Aliens, isn't it?
I'm sure when you guys get on Park Planets VT,
Yes,
there'll be lots of videos where people walk all the way around the planet, or they go to the mountain they see in the distance.
Just look at the quality of the terrain compared to Gamescom demo. Like, that was a single flat texture on Gamescom. This is
the liberating thing with the
parallax mapping and cool, loads of crazy stuff.
Scale and its level of detail, and of course you can see up close that
it's really nice detail.
Looks like what you see
the frame rate is running about 70 frames a second on the rig. I suspect their rig's probably similar to my rig that they're using.
But of course, it's all at a global scale.
It could be a dual 1080 rig.
And we have different
I'll find out exactly what they're using.
Flew over oceans,
yeah, the terrain is incredibly improved and is continuing to improve. By the time we get it, it's going to be really awesome. We can see a lot of glitching. Kept on having flickering on the screens. There's also suffering in hangar at the moment. So I actually think that's a lighting bug. That planet there, you can see the distance, that's actually there. I thought you had posted a player-made freelancer in the chat there, but I realised
looks like someone didn't heed the atmospheric unsafe flight warning.
Oh, a little glitchy still, moving around. So this is a ship that ignored that warning that he had earlier and crashed because of that. So I'm assuming this could be like acid in the air, this could be magnetic stuff that damages systems.
You can sort of see where we came from, at 2.5 kilometers
electric-based lightning strikes, I don't know. Could be anything, loads of different things. EMP.
This sort of canyon walls.
Too hot.
Head to
That's the sort of thing that will make your ship not be able to go through a certain area. Oh, thank you very much. Is that what they were using at CitizenCon, was it? 5820Ks with ROG 1080s. Yeah, dust covering the engines. Could be loads of things. Someone asked me a question the other day, how deep the ocean's going to be. Now, I don't know. They'd have to... Probably not very deep at the moment, because it will probably be like the surface here been generated. I suspect later it'll be deeper. Specialist dust effects. Dust storm is somewhat scripted. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, you can see the effect of it though, and you can see the effects of the clouds and smoke effects that they've done previously. I like.
Orpheus Horizon Javelin class.
I'm hoping like stuff like this Javelin, like Clark, is a flare item that you can take. You go, well, I'm having this. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm live, but this, what we're watching, is a replay. Just want to go through that CitizenCon demo, because this was the best thing that came out of CitizenCon, by far. Yeah, they can have oceans as deep as they want, but I suspect that they haven't yet. You see what I mean? I suspect that the level of the deepness of the ocean is the parallel to the tallness of that mountain in the background at the moment, until they pull and do stuff with it. I suspect they haven't had any reason to make the oceans deep, and I'm not sure of the performance drain or anything like that to make the oceans deep. So I'd like to talk to them about it, because are we going to be able to explore oceans like properly? Is that going to be a proper thing? So obviously that was scripted, that missile launcher and the camera and everything, but these are AI. Sturdy as they are, shooting his Urza. Worst ambush ever. Shoot the vehicle, then you hide again, or you storm it. You don't just shoot repeatedly, so he knows how many of you are. So these are referred to by Chris as sand nomads, and they look like a mixture of what? Geth Jawas? Yes, the Javelin can carry a Redeemer. Yeah, they've only delayed the Squadron 42 demo, and they confirmed that Squadron 42 will be out in 2017.
It'll start to calm
hey, Nooberfire, I hope you had a good time. Are you back now? Right, still out there.
Well, we lost our rover. That's what's
so it was Gamble, actually. People still out there. People come back now. They are very Star Wars. This planet is very Star Wars. The Dragonfly is very Star Wars. You can see that. You can definitely see their inspirations.
So the distress beacons coming.
So this is the distress beacon detected. So it basically looks like it was a.
It was a trap.
Basically looks like it was a trap to pull in pilots to munch and steal. Oh no, yeah, the shooting here was not like properly rewarding. They need to balance that properly. They need to have time to kill on NPCs and that sort of stuff. Even in the vision stabilization demo, the NPCs like took 2 shots to die, so they need to sort that out. We see that there's obviously going to be lots of different skins for lots of different ships and stuff, and the dragonflies and vehicles that we haven't seen yet, like this. It's just like, well, we're going to have loads of different skins. Of course we are. That's pretty cool.
And our shot moment. Here we go. Right, we got one. We got another distress beacon we blinked to, so let's go look for that.
So technically it is delayed indefinitely because they didn't give a release date. So that was clever wordplay and clickbait clickiness from the kind of article people in Forbes and stuff that were writing about that. So they're not technically wrong. It obviously isn't delayed indefinitely, but technically they weren't lying when they said that. It's annoying, but at least it's not total lie clickbait. It is sort of like, technically we're correct. That's the kind of best correct to be. But you can see the level of the foliage. I mean, there's going to be foliage. That's going to be based on the biome as well. The lakes. It's pretty rich as well. I mean, it is Crisis. It's better than Crisis level of detail. And you see, like, Port of the Sur up there. They copy and pasted in. That is actually up there. It's moving. And they're getting a good frames per second in this, because this isn't polished yet. So some of Planet Tech V2 will be in 3.8. Not exactly sure how much. And V2 Planets is more the tool set that they're using to create all this. Oh yeah, that clickbait title with the Forbes article and saying it's delayed indefinitely is definitely misleading. But a load of these articles are. My main gripe is when they have lie clickbait headlines based on like a quote that you've taken out of context. Now, they've definitely taken that release date out of context, but there is no release date at the moment confirmed. So they can say that.
Otherwise, you'd have me crashing.
See what I mean? It's annoying and it pisses me off, but it pisses me off less than them saying, well, Chris Roberts doesn't even know when it's coming out. Sort of quote misled sort of stuff. Yep, feel free to post a link, mate. They have confirmed pets, yes. Will not be coming in anytime soon. There's one of the stretch goals. I think it's one of the last stretch goals that they confirmed.
Alright, location class.
Yeah, before CPU and GPU optimization is one of their blockers for that Squadron 42 demo, I believe. And they wanted to get that fully optimized.
Yeah, and if you see up there, that's the space station.
So
and if you look closer, you can actually see the rings slowly rotate. But that is the space station we flew past on the way down. And that's kind of what the sort of tech and the 64-bit precision for positional space gives you. We just can have this dynamic range of scale that I don't think any other game has.
So someone just posted a link to the Gamers Nexus, and I will post this again, if it will let me. Why aren't? God damn it! So Gamers Nexus have done a series of extra articles and interviews at CitizenCon. It's worth checking them out. Steve Burke is a legend. Gamers Nexus are great. So check those out. We'll be talking about them next stream properly because I haven't actually digested them yet. He does talk to Chris and people there. I think I'm still suffering from my cold. Apologies, especially because I coughed towards my microphone, so rip ears.
So all this up close detail at this level, at as high quality first person as you see in any other game, but on a global or a planetary or even star system scale. Right, so Orpheus.
I'm assuming that was 1080p they were running this at.
So we've now, between the two pods, triangulated to where the black box of the Orpheus Horizon is, which is the crashed spaceship. And hopefully we'll find it.
They were talking about Star Citizen scaling to around 16 threads as well, so although I'm probably going to grab a 7700K as soon as they come out with the new 240 chipset. I mean, it might have been 1440p they were running at. I don't know. I'll find out.
Vince is undeterred by the impending.
I'm going to ask Cameron loads of questions when he's available. See if he can answer any of them. Hello, Maya, as well. I've got the black lung.
But seriously, the sandstorm
Really
example of we want to have that.
I'm going to grab a drink of water. I'll be like 5 seconds.
Working to have sort of a dynamic procedural weather system and things like sandstorms, hurricanes, various weather systems are all things that will model onto the planets that will add additional sort of drama and challenges for when you're adventuring and playing around. Alright, let's go check out these wreckages. Dangerous out in the desert, who knows? That looks like the Orpheus Horizon in the desert. But we're just gonna do it! And go out there. Yeah, I know, I gotta memorize that whole speech.
Oh, that is infinitely better. How was the chair? With the chair, did I leave you in good company? Yeah, so, I mean, that worm and loads of this demo is quite cliched. I don't mind that. That was very June, Cyrus kind of, and it's mixed with Star Wars, very much so Star Wars. Now I like this storm. I know it's partially scripted, but graphically, I mean, it looks superb, doesn't it? And it's going to be great when this is all simulation driven. Best iteration of June so far. I mean, that's the sort of things that people will be able to do with the Star engine as well. Oh, my throat is clean.
I showed you a crash Starfarer. This is a crash Javelin.
Yeah, so people will be able to make stuff like June remakes in the Star engine with these quite impressive tools. I actually think this is going to be really big, the Star engine now. I mean, I was looking at what Titanfall was using the Source engine, and Titanfall that's an amazing use of the Source engine, because the Source engine was really dated by the point they used it, and they made that work really well. I'm actually looking forward to Titanfall 2, very much so.
It's like there's a
sound nomads.
So should we shoot it? Alright.
There we go.
Oh, nice shot, man.
I think this looks great. So I know this was a.
Got cocky. He's like,
I know this was fully playable. I know Steve Burke saw it twice, and they were showing people that are at the event as press and whatever, and some VIPs early showings of it, and it happened differently. The mission played out slightly differently. Lucky shot, yeah. He's probably played that mission about, I don't know, 3 dozen times already. Oh. On me. Very sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. Super tired, with death throat. Got the black lung, pa! From too much Star Citizen coverage. I'm not sure why I'm doing that voice still. Hey, Cat's a hero, man. Got loads of people in. Oh, thank you so much. So many people watching us rewatch the CitizenCon stuff. I'm going to talk a bit more about it, because
we sneak up behind it.
There wasn't any other wildlife other than the sand jawas and the Geth jawas, in fact, and the salmon. We did hear birds, I suppose, but that was literally just a sound effect.
That looks like it's getting close.
Some people were saying that what they're saying is probably
Get
actually based on one of the alien languages that they've made.
Come on, hurry up, man. Go quick. Jump.
They did show some horseshoe grays in the other thing. I mean, the sandstorm looked cooler when it was coming in, and I think it's relatively realistic. It doesn't look amazing now, though. See what I mean? It feels amazing, but here you wouldn't. It's hard to see detail because it's basically too much fog because there's so much sand in your face. The spice will flow. It's very tuned, isn't it? So you said that his his walkway is literally blown away.
Way in. Let's see here. That's where the black box is.
So I'm not really sure what he's doing here. I thought he was trying to recover the black box data. He's got a gun. Good job. But he like walks up to the black box and just looks at it.
Black box would be. So let's see if let's find a way out.
Or maybe it's like where it should be, or I don't know. Now he's looking for a way out. Didn't really understand what he was doing there. He was supposed to be looking for something, if he pretended he got it. I thought everything looks beautiful. I mean, the quality and the frame rate.
Where our rover was, and that's where we were at the Connie up there, which is probably about, I think, 8 or 9.
Of what's happening here on such a large scale, and like that mountain is there, that the sun is there. That's amazing. I mean, that draw distance, that's just amazing. It should be much darker and lasted 5 minutes in the snowstorm. Well, maybe. Not sure if that would be so fun for the demo. Yeah, you'd probably take damage if you weren't wearing a helmet or armor or something. That makes sense. There will probably be different EVA suits and different armors for different situations as well. And it does look really beautiful. The lighting is certainly of an amazing quality. And these are just assets they can drop in and destruct and everything. So that's just a javelin. We're inside a javelin that's been destroyed and wrecked and left on the planet. They changed the shaders to make it look like it's been on a different planet. It's very much a sand biome. And I like the fact that those nomads are in a pack on dragonflies. That's pretty cool. And I do think that this is pretty cool, but it is exceptionally Dune. And obviously incredibly scripted.
Maybe that's not such a good idea.
I like Panic opens the console as well. So
that's the first time it's ever done
during the actual live demo,
pull out twice now.
It bugged out, and they've cut that from the one they uploaded. It bugged out where the worm just goes straight back down, and you see the guy starting to run away. But you can see that the cameras are very much sort of like a command or scripted to do stuff. Obviously, that was essential to have a demo, otherwise it would just be guys running around on the planet. 8-bit Mario is 10 times better than these graphics. So much more realistic too. That's why I'm looking forward to Mario Citizen. It is pretty awesome. It was... You can very much see when Chris is annoyed about something, and he was very annoyed about that there. Right, let's go back to some Star Citizen. Let's talk about what's going on. So, I mean, that was by far the best thing about Star Citizen, because we were all upset about the lack of Squadron 42 demo, which will be coming soon. So, not like, it's not terrible or anything. It was just a letdown. But I am a big boy, and I can deal with things like that. What I can't deal with is that the Gemini not having the correct bed covers. The duvet for the original Starfarer is just significantly better. The Space Captain's blue and spacey duvet. Right, we're going to jump into some Arena Commander, I think, while we just chat and chill out. Oh, I'm still pretty sick, and I haven't had any sleep. We have a donation goal at the moment for a Polaris giveaway. If we meet that, then we will give away a Polaris. If we don't, then we'll break down that and do other giveaways as well. I'm going to do a giveaway for a HCS voice pack. I think that's, yeah, I'll talk to you about that later, Noobfire. Let us... Where is the thing? Is this the thing? No, this is not the thing. Can I open a raffle? Yeah. exclamation point Raffle. We'll draw that in a bit. Right. Need to message Twerk and Noobifire about giving prizes to people. Yes. But I hope anyone that's here that went to CitizenCon had a great time. Please tell me if you did and what you got up to in the chat if you are. I will DM you on Discord to notify me. All right, let's get our ship loaded out for some PvP action. Oh God! Maybe that's one of the reasons that there's no Squadron 42, don't know, because I'm jumping up like that. Let's bring the Starfarer, and let's plonk in. What ship do you want me to fly, guys? What should we do in PvP? I have access to all the ships at the moment. Any particular ship you want me to fly? No. In PvP, it has to be a fighter of some description. I think the largest ship you can fly in PvP at the moment is a Vanguard. I can't fly an Idris.
I am going to buy so many spaceships.
Thank you so much, Olam Fala. Much appreciated. Love your face. Goes towards the Polaris Fund. I'm thinking about doing goals. Freelancer? Can you fly Freelancer in PvP? Mustang Delta, Super Hornet. And let's spawn a Freelancer. Swap. Is a Freelancer a size 3? Is Freelancer a size 4? It is, it's a size 4. Didn't realise. Vanguard, Super Hornet, fly the Lancer, the Cutlass. Can't fly Buccaneer at the moment. The Reliant. Oh God, not the Reliant. It's a lot of. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can fly the Freelancer in PvP. We can fly it later though. We can fly it in the actual PU in a minute. The Reliant. You want me to fly the Reliant? Ugh. I'll get wrecked as fuck. Like I'll get proper wrecked in a Reliant. I'm not a fan of them. And they're cumbersome. They're horrible. Everyone jumps in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna begrudgingly. What size can I put in? But size 1's here. Size 1 here. And a size 3 here. So we should go for broadswords and longswords. Is that the correct thing to do here? Oh. It's broadswords and longswords, yeah? Is that the best? I think that's probably the best choice of weapons. And we can have 3. 1, 3 and 2 1s. There we go. I think... Oh. Look at people's opinions on things. No, the hangar doesn't expand at the moment, but it should do in the future. The Buccaneer was not mentioned at all in any of the roadmaps. That could mean because it's almost ready and it's going to be a surprise. Or it could mean that it's not on the roadmap at all at the moment. There's no date for 2.7 because 2.7 is 3.0. And that will be out before Christmas. Right, let's jump into a game. If anyone else wants to jump in as well, I'll tell you what I'm doing in a second, and I'll give you 30 seconds so you can jump in. Public match. Who's going to see me get entirely wrecked in a Reliant court? I'm not a fan of the ships or the series. Battle Royale, Undying Star. I'm just gonna like kill nothing and just get obliterated repeatedly. We're launching in 30 seconds. Oh my god, Reliant jousting, but that's what it's gonna be. I'll probably be done by the time you're around, Stargazer, because I've got a cold. I've got earache. I feel rough. I feel really rough today. It's going to be me complaining a lot. But yeah, I was impressed with that demo from CitizenCon. I'm launching now. Yeah, the communication platform stuff was cool and essential, but it is basically a reskin of Facebook, Discord, Twitter combined together with VoIP. And it looks like we'll have all of the features that we have in 8 weeks. I think that was the plan, though. Again, I'm hoping they also have delta patching. They didn't talk about delta patching properly. Hopefully we'll have delta patching for 2.6 and the very latest 3.0. Yeah, my shiny head. Just shave my head, actually, later today, probably. No, I turned off Twat Waffle today, Barenborg. I turned off the Twat Waffle command. Let's go through them all. Yeah, it's going to be localized and external VoIP. It's going to be like a mixture of all of it. Rat pin. Oh my god. He just finds me so easily. He's going to be like the best bounty hunter ever. I hate this ship so much. Oh my god. Just for dog fighting, I hate this ship. And general, actually, I hate this ship. It flies really weird. Flies like I'm in atmosphere. I fly in relative mode, so I'm on a mouse and keyboard, but I press right alt and comma to basically fly like as if it's a joystick. Which is and this ship doesn't like that at all. I think it much prefers gimbaled mode. It probably doesn't like G-Soak on either.
Caution. Port collision.
How do I?
Shield charge complete. Shield charging. Shield charging. Caution. Front collision.
That's probably going to be a bit better, maybe. End of G-Stay Falcon stuff. Yeah, I'm pressing X, Chill out, bro. You're so angry, bro, Ratbin! I'm just a big... I'm just a big fin. Just a big fin. I mean...
Battle Royale initiated.
I hate this shit. Oh, man. So, delta patching is downloading what you need to update. Oh my god. This is why I'm even humouring people that wanted me to fly this shit place. I mean, this is what I imagine hell to be like when flying a starship. I'm not even doing a complicated maneuver and I'm blacking out. Oh, let's turn G-Safe back off. Wow. Come on, Star Formula. Yeah. I can't even turn to get him. This ship is hell. Now I've got no guns. I mean, that ship is just shit. I'd rather be flying an Aurora MR. I could do more in the Aurora. It just this. Oh, they need to do something about this piece of crap.
Caution. Deck collision.
You see, get a good view of being killed. Yeah, I know, right? It's just you. Ah! Kill them. Still gonna kill Star Formula. I haven't got any missiles either. What were they thinking? I'm not. See, the Polaris. We'll talk about the Polaris in a minute as well. We'll bring up the Polaris. We'll have a look at the actual sail. We'll talk about who it suits and that sort of jazz. Because, I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't like it for my needs. And I'll explain why in a bit. And we bring that up. I can't even track him with this ship. It's so hard to aim with this. I'm struggling to do anything. All my weapons are overheated as well. Oh man, no, we are changing ship soon. I'm gonna do a ship buyer's guide for this. And it's just gonna be, do not buy Reliant Core, it's crap! You're just stuck in there, and you've got another pilot in there, you're just stuck in a bubble of your own parts. I mean, this is... The ship's atrocious. Look at me struggle to just turn. Eh. So much slide. I'm sure the new flight model will do a bit to help. Can't do anything. It's like I'm on a fucking Bronco. But yeah, that's what it's exactly. I'm on a fucking Bronco and I'm trying to fire fucking cannons off the back of it. It's like a war elephant.
Shields charge complete.
So we kill him once. At least for him to die. No, look. Oh, man. I love you, Star Citizen. But why you make this shit bad? Actually, I should blame whoever told me to fly it. I can't aim in it. What does whatever it wants to do at the given time.
Charging.
It's rolling. It's spinning. It's telling me, it's whispering to me it hates me. Come on. Rapping! My only protection. I just can't. No, I mean, literally, fuck this, man. Nah. We're good. I can't fly that shit.
Warning. You are approaching simulation.
We're going back to the
boundary.
hangar. We're changing. I'm trying to pitch and roll. It just does what it wants. I'm not a fan of that at all. Jeez. Right, you're getting the fuck out of my hangar. Come here, you little prick. Come on, come here. It's straight out. No, not a bad pilot. It's a shit ship. Okay? I hate this piece of shit. Right. Thank you for telling me to fly that, because now I genuinely hate that ship. I'm not sure if I am getting a Twitch sub button. People can subscribe on GameWisp. I have actually applied for a partnership, just because then I have the option, if they say yes, to actually take it up on that or not. I want to be able to stream on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Really? Oh, it's at the door! At the door, someone's at the door! It's my package. Be right back. Jay, in charge. Someone is in the house. That's not a music thing. Literally, someone's in the house. Right. What was I doing? Ah, yeah. Not sucking so hard. Let's make that happen. Not in a sexy way. No. We're gonna fly in an Aurora LN. Because we said we could do better than the Aurora LN. Oh my god, yeah, it's got this South by Southwest skin on it. It's my Aurora Kappa Pride Aurora. Do we have any M4As? We must have some M4As, mustn't we? Yes. I'm going to put some M4As and some M3As. Super cheap. Aurora LN build. See what we can do in Arena Commander. We'll just leave everything else as it is. Really, those glitchy missiles being glitchy. But they won't be so glitchy soon, because we're having new missiles. Yes, just jump in. Oh, man. It was hell. That thing is hell. Like, that Reliant. I felt like it was taking away parts of my soul. And then I just felt dirty for using it as well. It was making me a worse pilot somehow. Oh, we should have gone to the LX so we could sit in a leather seat. Battle Royale. Dying Star. Wrestling launch in a couple of seconds. Bam. We'll play this round, and then we're going to talk about the Polaris, which it's a ship, and it's got guns. Pew pew pew. It's a bit, yeah, torpedo corvette, kind of taking the role of a destroyer, in my opinion. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So yeah, a lot of the procedural 2.0 planet stuff should be in 3.0. I think that's the plan, as far as I'm aware. Thank you very much for joining me, people that have to go or whatever. Some people are saying they have to go work.
System check. Stand by. Scanning.
Oh shit, I think we might have joined the same game. Which is good. Oh my god, it just immediately feels better. Alt B. Right, Star Formula, I'm coming for you, mate. Coming for you. I'm Royal LN, mate.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Target acquired.
Come here, Star Formula, come
Stand
here.
by. Scanning.
I'm
Radar
gonna
contact.
put these lasers right up your ass. Oh man. So how's everyone doing today? Everyone okay? Everyone enjoy the weekend? People that went to CitizenCon, I hope you had a great time. People that didn't, I mean, I hope you're not hungover either. Why do I only have 2 guns? Well, I mean, I'd be doing a lot better if I had guns on my ship.
Target acquired.
I definitely put those size 4s on, didn't I? Those size 2s on. Wow. Rammed. Oh. Why don't we have guns on our ship? Any idea? I'll have to go and change this up because 2 size 1 is going to be hard for me to do anything.
Rejoin the work. System check. Stand by.
We definitely put those guns on our ship. They've fallen off. God damn it. Why you do this to me, game? Why you do this? Sorry guys that the he lasted longer than the Reliant. Yeah, it did. Did better than the Reliant there. So what's happening here? That was the Aurora LN. I don't have 2 Aurora LNs. The guns are still on it. That's going to be really pissed off. The guns are still on it. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Do I have 2 Aurora LNs? No, I don't know. Star Citizen hates me today. I think we can actually fly the Freelancer though, so we'll jump in with the Freelancer. Let's try that. Let's try that. It's a day of sucking today, not in a good way. Yeah, sorry, I just had half my guns on my ship. 2 size 1s, so it would just be me going around going pew 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 until someone rams me. So apologies for that. Right, let's jump in again. Let's jump in again. We got this. Let's keep on changing ship until we actually do something, yeah? Until you're like, yeah, I did really well, guys. I don't want to just use the Saber and Super on it, though. Right. Should better join straight back into that match, hopefully. You can see the actual loading times aren't too bad. It's pretty cool. And it's pretty useful. Especially when... yeah, we'll go into Crusader in a minute. I only have my crappy piloting skills. That is true. That's the only thing I can really blame there. Should be able to kill everyone with my 2 M3A lasers. Oh my god, the Reliant. Fucking hell. I cannot fly that piece of shit. If anyone's an ace pilot in the Reliant, I give big props to you, sir. Or madam.
Systems on.
Okay, let's see what we can do in this piece of crap. Oh. Good. I like the fact that it actually keeps my scoring. That's good. No. So this is the Freelancer. It's not awful in combat. Might be awful the way I use it. Let's see. Sorry, no. Let's see. I actually like the Freelancer. I haven't used it much in dogfight. I didn't even know you could use it in AC, to be honest. Loads of missiles trying to get me them. No, it's fine! Just launch more missiles at me! I like them! I actually like that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, he's right. Hayes J. Right. Blown all of my guns off. He's blown all of my fucking guns off. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Warning. Self-destruct started.
Oh my god. I didn't know if missiles are actually being launched to me or not because of the bug. Just chill out. Just float around in space for a while. blaming our ships. You just passed me by. I was like, oh, who's shooting me? Oh, you are. All my guns are blown off. Okay, cool. Good job. Yeah, that's the only way you can swear out. Is how you gotta be tricksy. You gotta be tricksy with the system. Oh man, it's a day of getting wrecked. Oh my god. Oh, I fucking hate Star Citizen today. Star Citizen hates me. Oh my god. Oh. I mean, he's able to hit me with those missiles so easily. That's supposed to be really big. And then just rams me. What the fuck? Guys, I just space sticks. I hate you. Too tired for this shit. Oh my god. And this is the reason the Star Citizen is not pay to win. I paid a lot of money and I don't win. Oh, for fuck's sake. He's just literally coming straight for me.
Caution. Front collision.
So is there a way to avoid them with the chaff then? I was launching countermeasures. I've got no guns again. Got no guns again! It is getting hit by those missiles! And then I've got no guns. This fucking game! Fuck. Oh my god.
Warning. Self-destruct started.
I can't. Good job, game. Good job. It's both just totally fucked. Screw your guns, screw the missiles. Oh my god.
You lost.
Well, I did feel that I lost somewhat. Guys, I came third. That's so poor deaths. Oh my god, that shameful performance. Every time I get rammed or lose my guns. Why, Star Citizen, would you do this to me? I love you. Why do you hate me so? Right, tell you what we're going to do. After that shameful performance, and I'm not going to listen to what people want, what ships they want me to fly anymore. Fuck you guys. Blaming everyone except for myself, okay? First off, we are going to look at the RSI Polaris sale, the proper sale. So let us bring that up on the screen. Oh my god, so seamless. So smooth. So, the Polaris is currently on sale until the 17th, I believe. So, next Monday. It's $750. You can use store credit and all that sort of jazz for it. But, if you are a subscriber, if you are a concierge, which is, you've spent over $1,000 on ships already, or if you're a CitizenCon ticket holder, you can get it for $625. You should have an email about that, but you can't use store credit if you want to purchase it with that offer. You can see here that it's 750 plus VAT in my country, which is $900, which is why I'm going to start probably doing donation goals for me buying ship packages for myself, maybe in the future, because I do want to cover all of the ships in-game. I do want to be able to purchase them so I can do proper videos on them in the future. Not every ship, because other redacted members and people already have those ships, but certain ships I need. There's quite a cool little brochure, which we shall read now. So basically, this is a torpedo corvette. It's 155 meters long, and it's military in nature, very heavily so. It can hold one light fighter or utility ship in its hangar bay, which is centralized there, which opens up. And it's got 28 torpedoes, size 6 torpedoes, which are absolutely huge. We can see the hangar bay here, holding a Gladius. If it could have held 2 fighters, or if it could have held a Vanguard, I would have considered purchasing it. I suppose a Terrapin would work really well with the ship, when I'm thinking about it. The ship's pretty large internally. It's got wide corridors. It's got 5 crew stations on the bridge. And the bridge is bigger, from the concept anyway, than that of the Starfarer, which also has 5 crew stations technically, but it's a very small bridge. See an extra crewman here just chilling out. Yeah, it's supposed to be super advanced as well. It's been rushed because of the attack on Vega that happened in lore last year. And it's going to be used for like command and control ship, as a flagship for small orgs. The idea is militias can use it to patrol and take out big enemy ships. And it packs a higher punch than its weight class, so it's going to be able to take out capital ships is the idea. I think like a couple of them working in unison will be able to take down Idris. That's the sort of thing they'll be used for, and javelins. For me, this is very wide corridors in the concept. For me, it's basically a torpedo boat, but also a little bit like almost like a destroyer's role, really. For me, it feels like a super retaliator. That's what I feel like it does, to be honest. People saying escort carrier and stuff. I mean, yeah, but and it's very much it fits both roles, really, I suppose. I'm not sure if it's got enough turrets on it. So it's got this like recreation hall, which is also the mess hall. I think it can have like 24 crew as well, which is pretty cool. Meal dispensers, automated meal dispensers. And the ship looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a fan of the way it looks personally. It does look like a spearhead or an arrowhead. And I think it's a cool idea. It's just... So, the Bengal's massive, isn't it? 1,000 meters. Javelin's pretty big. Idris doesn't look too small compared to the Javelin. The Polaris is starting to look a bit smaller than the Starfarer. So it's a big ship, that Polaris. I mean, I'm still thinking that I like the Caterpillar better. I want an 890 jump now as well. 890 jump is slowly becoming more and more my favourite. I like the idea of filming a lot of my videos on it as well. And there's some lore about the Polaris here as well, and all that sort of stuff, why it's called the Polaris. Crew 13 to 24. I said 5 crew stations on the bridge. There's another one in engineering, another one in the torpedo room. It talks about automated turrets. I'm not sure if they're going to be automated as in kind of semi-slaved to one of the consoles in here, or literally you can just go shoot anything that's nasty in front of me. Because I suspect the Polaris is going to be relatively good against fighters. Because that's the idea of a Corvette, I think, at least in my head. It's got a capital-sized power plant, which is the biggest of the power plants. It's got 3 large shields, forward, front, centre, and rear. And, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. It's got full coverage with all its turrets, although its rear is most vulnerable in its rear. Those big torpedoes, man. Those big torpedoes. I just don't see the reason to have a single fighter. I mean, at least 2, maybe. Do people like the idea of having just a single fighter? So something people like. I mean, Caterpillar for the win. We're not Matachi's channel. It's not Brobucks. God damn it. Maybe I'll start putting stuff like that in. 4.0 should come out in 2017. In my opinion. People might think 2018, that might be more realistic. I do think, yeah, like Christmas time, 2017 would be my guess. But we'll have to wait and see. They didn't confirm timeframes and stuff. I mean, it could be middle of next year. I mean, I like the look of the Polaris. It's not the best ship in the world for me. I can't find any of this merchandise on the website at the moment. Maybe that'll come out later. This brochure as well didn't really super inspire me. But there's also lots of other ship packs on sale as well at the same time. Here you can see the prices with VAT added. So in the UK, where I am, there's 20% VAT on all these purchases. That's why they might look a little more. But if you're not interested in any of these ships at the moment, or you're still umming and ahhing, you should have another chance to purchase these and more mid-November in the anniversary live stream. And that's when they normally do a huge ship sales. With loads of limited ships. I've got the Dragonfly as well there. The Buccaneer. I'm looking forward to what the Buccaneer's got, but we don't have a time frame for the Buccaneer. Got the Air Carrier pack, Aegis War pack. So that comes with the Polaris. But I mean, looks cool. Like the idea of it. I'm not sure if it's something that I'm going to grab. Size 10 pylon mounts. So that's for the torpedoes, I suppose. But anyway, let's jump back into the game. Gonna do better this time. Better, faster, stronger. We could go to the PU. Can we? First, before we go into the PU, let's see if we've got. Actually, let's just jump in with the Sabre. Hopefully, the Sabre will be armed with the correct weaponry. Should we go for Squadron battle? Let's go for a Squadron battle in the Sabre. Do that. I'm sorry that I'm coughing all the time. Sorry that I'm obviously a bit tired. CitizenCon took it out of me somewhat. And thank you for all the follows. If people want to support the stream and the YouTube channel, there's GameWisp and Patreon as well. The GameWisp and Patreon people will get exclusive giveaways. Talking about giveaways, that will happen externally to the streams. Is the idea there. That has closed that HCS voice pack giveaway. It's not for any voice pack in particular. I'm going to draw the raffle. I'm going to announce the raffle. It's Squadron! Squadron! Drop me a message on the Twitches. Just private message me and just say you want HCS voice pack and I'll sort that out for you. No worries. Thank you very much for participating in that raffle. We'll do a, just so I can get more and more used to this, we'll do a raffle for some hanger flare as well. So we're going to open a raffle. Exclamation mark, raffle for some hanger flare. It'll be some flare of some kind. We'll do it for the CitizenCon trophy flare. Let's do that. You might win Rat Bin one day. You get to play with me. That's willing enough. And I'm fucking awful today. I mean, I'm literally the worst. Bam. Is there Squadron Battle match already open? Dying Star? Let me go to the other map, actually. Go to Broken Moon. Might find a match there, yeah. So 2.6 should be out pretty soon for people that are wondering. The Evocati are testing a interim flight model change patch, which is like halving the speeds of all combat for standard combat for ships, so that there's less sliding, there's faster acceleration, faster deacceleration, less sliding, less jousting, more controlled combat, closer combat, and I think those changes hopefully will be adopted. But then, as soon as those are done, I'm not sure if that's going to be rolled out to a quick interim patch, or if they're just going to go straight into 2.6. Oh, my ship's a lot louder than I expected. Well, we haven't got our correct guns, but it could be worse. It could be worse. One more chaff. One more chaff. One more chaff. Stop firing missiles at me, you bunch of cocks! Woo. Oh. Like, no, I don't want a different type of missile. I don't want any missiles shot at me. You're fucking lying now and I don't got guns on my shit, mate. How'd you like that? Yeah. Didn't like that at all, did you, mate? Oh my god. The blue and the... Yeah, I'm so blind by all the lights. So, one of the issues and one of the cool things in 2.5 was that they redid a load of the lighting. And some of the lighting effects now are really, really cool. But some of them are super bugged, like blinding bugged. Mother trucker. I tried to avoid him and he swerved into me more. Ugh. Yeah. I've only got 2 of my guns. Come here, come here, come here, come here, you tricksy little hobbitses. Tricksy little hobbitses, come here. You don't need a ship. Oh, star formula. Oh my god. That missile spam again. I'm launching those chaps. I'm going to self-distract for a second, mate. See you later, mate. See you later. Detonated. Detonated in anger. Ugh! I mean, Squadron 42 could be mid-2017. I do think Q1, March kind of time. Squadron 42 episode 1. That is my genuine feeling. We thought that for quite a while. In the Gamers Nexus interview that he gave a little while ago, he talked about it being a bit more polished than 2016 would allow. And they need that polish. Because they want it to be like one of the best games ever. So you try and ram me. I know your game. You try and ram me. I'm giving him a wide berth now. Oh my god. So much missile spam. Boom, mother trucker. Much missile spam. Such wow. Look at my, oh no, oh no. It's rejecting now. So many missiles, man. I'm just getting missile pummeled. Yeah, so this week's ATV and RTV should be, I think, Frankfurt, and they should be talking more about that Procedural Planets demo that we saw. A lot about CitizenCon, obviously. So that should be pretty exciting for people that are interested in that. Do you think the Squadron 42 will ever go up to Ibkati? Probably just internal QA builds. Probably. It's not the sort of thing they need to test like that, I suppose. They can test all the mechanics that they need to. They need the Ibkati for. So hard to fly that Lancer. Oh my god, look at my missiles. They are doing something, aren't they? Woo! I like Squadron Battle more because I don't need to be good at the game. You just need to be tactical. Just attack people that are worth points and help your teammates. Oh, that missile spam, man. That's you, Hose. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? I don't understand those missiles are always hitting me. They're just hitting me every time. I can't avoid them. He's just getting me with his fucking freelancer, right? So much missile spam. We'll do something, we're gonna do something. The countermeasures just aren't working for it. Because I could just avoid him, but I'm too stubborn to avoid him! Come here, you fucker. Oh, my missile's going a bit crazy there. I know in a second that I'm going to have a load of missiles shoved up my ass. I don't want to respawn because I'm alive still. I don't want to be hit with those missiles. But they have hit me, and more are hitting me. And there's more spam. Chanced me pretty well. My engine must be damaged. Lancer's too slow. I'm not finishing him off. Which is annoying. What happened?
Your team won.
Did I pass out
Enemy
there?
team
I didn't feel like I was going to red out there. The people... That was weird. Just... Fucking... Hey, Jay, you are a douchebag. You just missile spammed the hell out of me. I hate you. I hate you, Ian Hayes. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. You guys are just leaving because you're getting wrecked. I got properly just missile spammed to, like, up my arse there repeatedly. Oh. Well, let's jump into the PU for a little bit. Oh my god. Yeah. 5v2 is the most fair. Actually. Oh no, Star Citizen, why would you do this to me? Hopefully it will come back online in a second. Yeah, so this is my regular time. I stream on Tuesdays and Sundays. Just showing some love for your awesome YouTube channel. Thank you, appreciate it for the fireworks there, bud. Yeah, the Polaris is looking... It's interesting. It's not my favourite ship. What do people want me to do? People want me to play in the PU briefly? Or do people want me to do more PvP and get my arse handed to me and see me get more stressed about stuff? Oh, the 890 jump is looking awesome. I mean, it's a chip that I'm starting to want more and more and more of. If it doesn't work in about 30 seconds, I'm gonna alt-tab and restart Star Citizen. I mean, yeah, it's because people got a discount on it, I think. People were, like, excited about the discount. Let's go to my hangar, then try and go to the universe. I was watching your stream again. Oh, yeah, sorry. If people have got problems with the sound on the stream, please tell me. I'll turn my mic up and stuff. I'm also very new to Twitch. Or at least actually streaming. I don't know what the shit I'm doing. I mean, I could be fucking doing anything. Right, let's try and get into the... PU. Yeah, extra sporadic today. There we go. There we go. Let's get into Crusader. Just gonna fly around a bit, have a look around, chill out. I'm using a Yeti Pro. I will look at the Reliant. Well, so I can't talk about it. We'll look at the Reliant once they've done the flight model changes. How about that? I've heard it's a lot better if you're using picture and yaw and stuff properly. And like I was just like flapping like a sail in the wind, like an idiot. But I can't. I hate it. I hate it. I'm looking forward to VR support. I mean, that's definitely not high up on their list of priorities at the moment. It will be there, just not for a little while. Is there a mod mic command on my channel? Because I do use mod mics. I'm not using one at the moment, but I'm using them on the podcast, and I'll be using them for voice attack and possibly the other VoIP system, based on how it works. Because for content creators, 2 mics are great, but for voice attack, especially, and when stuff needs to be work out what voice commands you're doing at it, like text to speech and stuff, speech to text. And that second mic is amazing, and those mod mics are fucking awesome. Pardon my French. There's also, if you go, we've got giveaways happening with mod mic at the moment. I'm trying to think if there's if anyone can link that giveaway. I suppose I better anyway. There's a giveaway with mod mic at the moment. Mod mic. Where is it? Where are you? I'm finding it. 1 second, guys. There's giveaways you can join, which you don't have to do anything other than like kind of join them, and you can retweet our shit or whatever. It's the best meat. Let's bring up these giveaways. Here we go. Here's one giveaway. This one's from Mod Mike. No, I'm not a crim in game. I don't know why, and I haven't done anything wrong. I've also got a redacted giveaway running as well for, and every month we'll be giving away a different ship package as part of like all of us at redacted are like contributing to that giveaway. And I'm not sure where that giveaway is. Bear with me 1 second. Scanning. redacted monthly giveaway, and this is the redacted one for a ship. So the mod mic one is for mod mics and headsets and cool stuff. So I run, if people think this looks slightly different to their version of Star Citizen, I run Zenthor's Reshade as well, which makes the colour intensity a little bit better for me, and makes stuff look a little less washed out, which is pretty cool. I like it anyway. We're just going to fly a couple of the array missions, and then we're going to look at the other part of the CitizenCon demo, which was shown after the Planet Speed 2 stuff. Well, the kind of polished mission, and it's the editor that they use to create stuff. So have a look at that, and I think we'll call it a day after that because I'm ill, and I also want to get a video out on the roadmap. So let's grab a ship of some kind. How good's the Gladius? Stock Gladius. Be easy to take down pirates. How's everyone doing today? Everyone good? Yeah, that lack of Squadron 42 demo was disappointing, but it won't be too long before they have it to show us. I think the problem is that we're just expecting it too much, aren't we? People they're only mad about. They're not really mad. They're just disappointed about it. They're annoyed because they put filler in instead. It felt like instead of the Squadron 42 demo that we were expecting. Which was annoying, because we were expecting it, that's all. It was just like, oh, we were super hyped and ready, and then it didn't happen. But we should be getting it soon anyway. I just wish earlier transparency would have been better, maybe. But what they did show us with the actual Procedural Planet stuff was great, and yeah, I mean that was really impressive. And the other stuff they showed us with the communication platform, the fact it's going to be like cool Discord that's going to be in-game and available on various platforms and have integrated VoIP, and that VoIP's going to be immersive in-game if you want to use it. And it's going to tell you if you've got your friends. It's going to be like my friend is in Polaris Sale on this server. It's going to be able to join in servers really easily with each other, that sort of stuff. I like that. I think that's great. Great integration. Really like the idea. But they didn't need to do that over a half an hour kind of session. But I will stop beating up and hating on what I hated. Coupled. No, I'm good. Right, then let's go to see Tessa. Because I want a cup of something hot. Welcome back to the probe. I've turned off that alert for the moment because it was driving me mad the other day. So it was World Mental Health Day yesterday, and that helps bring down and break down social taboos, being able to talk about men's mental health. I suffer from bipolar disorder. I'm really erratic. I have that terrible anxiety, insomnia. I'm a wreck as a person, but I love playing games, and I'm fully functional still. Are you not going to talk to me, Tessa? No? Do you hate me today? Okay. She hates me. Just tell me to go fuck myself. That's okay, we'll go to Korea. It's fine. We don't need you, Tessa. I need no missions from you. Hello, Nostromo. Yeah, Grim Hex is just dark. Oh. Right. Let's go to Korea and get wrecked. That's what I love doing. I love getting wrecked! Thanks, Star Citizen. We've had a great day of getting absolutely owned, missile spammed. Bloody freelancers, man. Oh.
Landing gear deployed.
Why am I not allowed to land in that landing pad? Screw you!
Landing request approved.
Auto land, mother trucker. There's so many radar contacts. What the hell? Radar. It's like you're lighting up, mate.
Landing complete.
Get the hell out of the ship. When the game looks amazing, Robapin's already here. Look at him. He's like a ninja, mate. I'll try not to shoot you inside, Robapin, mate. I'll try not to. Normally, it's what gets me killed, but you know, give it a go. Like no one like Matachi or Saurus is in here locking the place down. Let's go grab some alcohol. Can't hear anyone's footsteps. That's good. Let's get some whiskey. Let's get my whiskey on. Nom 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 nom. So that whiskey gives me Alpha UBC, which I can use to purchase in-game items. Alpha UBC does get wiped when they do major patches. But next patch should have a lot more stuff to buy with it, hopefully. Hopefully? In 3.0, certainly, there's going to be loads. Been on... Oh, God. Where was that firing? I'm gonna get killed by... I don't know... Oh, God. I snuck up on him with a shotgun! Wow. Fuck you, game. Today is not my day for Star Citizen, clearly. I can't see how he could have possibly not... Yeah, he shot you as well. I don't know how he's not dead. It's like, I'll sneak up on this guy. Lol, 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 lol. Yeah, I got totally wrecked. I don't feel like I should have, though. You know when you know you shouldn't have? Like, you should be dead. Fuck you, netcode. That's what we're going to blame it on. Yeah. No, it's absolutely fine, Gum. I didn't mind. I wanted to get shot, actually. I wanted to show the respawn mechanics. Like I've been showing them all fucking day. But yeah, I found that. But sometimes... He did make me sound really deep. So good. I enjoyed your missile spam. It's like, oh, thanks for the fireworks, mate. Thanks for the fireworks! Nice little fireworks up my arse. I love it. It's the best. It's my play, Star Citizen. Have my ships blow up on me. Go and try. I say go and try hard. I mean, I'm not sure if I could have tried harder than I did there, to be honest. Snuck up behind him and shot him. That's right. We got this, Rappin. We got this. Go and kill that guy. I mean, is he a guy or is he a prick? Oh. It's okay. All backers get every ship. Until the 17th, is it? Cool. We'll do some videos and all that then. Ah, see you later, Celebear, mate. Glad we could help you out with a copy of Eternal Crusade. Actually, we've got some flair on the go. We'll close that now. So that people can forget my terrible gameplay today. We'll close that. And we'll draw a winner. You've got the longest name ever, CryptoPower Gaming PC. Congratulations. Drop me a message to claim your game flair. And we will open another raffle for a copy of 40k Eternal Crusade, because I've got a couple of copies left for people that want that. Just !raffle. And we'll draw that in a bit. Yeah, no worries, Soliver, mate. It's buggy as hell, but we're used to fucking buggy piece of shit games. Also, actually, buggy games that you learn to love. I mean, Star Citizen's buggy as hell, but what there is there, the gameplay that is available, and the quality of, like, graphically, it makes it okay to play. Like, you're willing to grit your teeth. And you're like, oh, I've glitched through the floor. Oh, I shot this guy in the shotgun in the back 3 times, and he killed me. I don't understand. Mother truckers. I'm sorry, the raffles are just on Twitch at the moment. We will think of a way of doing stuff for YouTube. Hopefully for Sunday. I'll sit down after this stream and actually think about it properly. But we're going to go to Kreia. We're going to attempt to wreck that guy, just for, you know, because I'm feeling vulnerable. Got ReCap with us as well. Going to Astro Service 042 before going to Kreia. Let's go to Kreia. I think we're gonna use the shotgun again. So I'm not gonna use the assault rifle, which feels like more of a submachine gun to me. I'll wait for ReCap in as well. I'm sure I'll be here in a second. I can't believe I crept up on that guy.
Scanning.
I'm not going to randomly bar up ships because we're not a monster.
Landing gear deployed. Landing request approved. Autopilot engaged. Scanning. Bogey. Landing complete.
Should be ReCap ship. We'll wait for you, ReCap, before we go in because, you know, safety in numbers. Usually use a meat shield or something, mate. Oh my god. What a fucking day. We're going to show the Planet Ed tools. Is that you ReCap in the Warlock? For some reason my oh no, my rifle won't load. That's not a euphemism. I've been having that for ages. Please be ReCap in. Otherwise I'm probably going to get killed again because I'm not going to shoot him. Oh my god. It is ReCap in. Good, good. There's another Avenger coming in. It's Warlock's coming in. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that one is. It could be anyone's. It's not mine. After I show the respawn mechanics off again, I'll show the Planet Edit tools. So I've just been so wrecked today in Star Citizen. Just totally wrecked. I blame it partly that I've had like 4 hours sleep in the last 2 days. I'm hungry. I've got a cold. I'm sure I should be on comms. Next time we're going to be on comms with people. We're going to open up the Discords. We're going to be chatting to everyone that wants to chat. Cool. Rat bin is loaded up. Don't know if he's up, down, or sideways. We don't know if he's behind us or in front of us. We've got the security office. Let's make sure he's not looking down or anything. It's probably the floor up then. This is nerve-wracking. I'm just using Raffle as this meat shield. Well, I'm trying to cover him properly, but I've got the shotgun. Just letting him lead. You're taking point, Raffle, me. I've seen these films. Actually, no, I'm the one that dies if I'm the rear, aren't I? Shit. I mean, he might have run away, maybe? Oh, no, that's the thinking it's going to get you killed, isn't it? Let's fucking go. He's just gonna keep on running around, maybe, in the hope he catches us off guard, which is a certain possibility. Because now I've lost where rat bin. Cock it. Oh, this is intense. I'm going to get wrecked in a minute. Then I'm going to be salty. That's why they say well-seasoned veterans and gamers. It's because they're so fucking salty. I like the fact that Chris was swearing on... I wanted some alcohol, mate. Rat bin's in the centre. Let's see if he shoots me by accident. Just jump around in front of him. I don't know where this guy's gone. He might have just fled. Might have been like, nah, these guys are too much for me. If he gets the drop on us in here, though, we could just get wrecked. He's mine now. Yeah, I own him. Thank you, Raffle. It's appreciated your support in game. My crutch. Not crotch. My crutch. I really like that security room. That's a weird reflection, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so in a minute we're going to look at the... Oh! That's one of them. Where rat bin? Rat bin? Okay, I thought he was dead! Or a spooky ghost. It's like... Sixth Sense. Rat bin as a ghost all along. Woo! That wouldn't have been good. So I think I'm just extra shit with a shotgun today, clearly. Look at me just glitching around, basically. Get into third-person mode. Actually feels safer in third-person mode. Probably less safe. I like Roy Ratbin's flight suit. It's similar to this one, but it's got a couple more colours in it. I think Mark Abent has sorted out that glitch. You can see that the sights are like off the gun. I think they've actually sorted that out now, so it should be in the next patch as well. There's loads of little, obviously, those bugs they need to get fixed. But once we have 2.6, or once we have 3.0, I suppose, it's just going to be polish. And that polish is going to make the game so much better. Where did that other guy go then? No, Ratbin, how'd you get out? No. I can't get over there. I'm too fat. Ratbin, I'm too fat. Why's he done that? He's got better legs than I have or something. Tricksy little Ratbin. Oh. But this is great. I mean, it looks really cool. You can see a lot of the different lighting kind of effects shown off. And the game is very, 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 very pretty. And the animations, I mean, they're going to be significantly better in the new patch. Like in 2.6, that's where the animations are at me. And I think that's probably one of the blockers why Star Marine hasn't been released to Yukati yet. I'm assuming it hasn't been released to Yukati. Just going to randomly shoot then. In a second, we're so I'm pretty scared Ratbin into thinking there's actually people around. I don't see anyone, Ratbin. I think we're alright. I think we're safe at the moment. It's nice to know kind of where he is as well. I didn't realise the gun vented like that. Oh shit. Oh, the glass smashes like that. I didn't know that either. There's a cup here. There's a move. Okay. The animations, the animations are fine. I love the fact they're unified. But I like the fact that it does that. The gun doesn't clip through stuff, and there's going to be proper leaning and all that sort of stuff. The animations that are going to look really good are coming, and the animations we have at the moment are fine, but they want the game to look really fucking sexy, and the sexy ones are coming. Yes, I've started streaming this time to time regularly. I might not give the full amount of time today, although we're pretty close actually already. We'll have a look at that other demo in a second. Sorry that I've been a bit melancholy today, guys. Super tired. Got a cold. But excited for 2.6. Excited to see that Squadron 42 demo. Come on, Rapin, you can drive me somewhere. Fire my pistol. In case I misfire. If I misfire, I won't insta-kill you. You see you can fly, Rapin. Oh. See, I mean, that's the sort of glitchy stuff with the animations that should hopefully be fixed. And even with the clipping with the shoes. I'm just your precious cargo, mate. So these are like magnetic pads for cargo. You'll see them on lots of different ships in lots of different ways. Some of them just like literally look like magnetic coils and copper coils. But some are like better looking like this. And that's where the cargo will stick to, effectively. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The fact that this physics grid works, no matter where we turn, it can exist within other physics grids. I think that's amazing. Hello! Yeah, so it looks like all backers have access to all ships until the 17th as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll probably do some videos and get to the shipwise guide pre-filmed. Pardon me, I'm so tired. What we're going to do, guys, is we are going to look at that other demo. Let's say other demo. Bring it up. Where is it? Where are you, tricksy little hobbitses? Star Citizen. That's the game we're looking at. That's the game we're looking at, isn't it? There we go. Click on that. Oh, they've started to release like the RSI Polaris Corvette commercial. Right. We want the full presentation. No. Sandy, no. So we are going to go here. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought that was my desktop then. It's their desktop in the video. Okay. Can I wrap in? What's he going to do? You jumping out here? So they need to fix that. That is glitchy as hell. You couldn't have that in the demo, could you? Like, I suppose that wouldn't happen in the Squadron 42 demo because that's network code and server stuff. That stuff this needs to get fixed, and that network code that's coming through 2.0 should fix most of it, or all of it. Or this stuff anyway, where there's animations not showing properly and it's kind of like catching up by jittering. These are some of the basic missions that you can do at the moment in the verse. Literally turning back on the comrades, or if you're a nasty man, turning them off. Oh, I think I went into my own neck there. Yeah, there's going to be so much balance in the game, an insane amount. And they're starting to do that with 2.6. Although the active ping golf swing thing is just a very simple first implementation of the mechanic to get active ping into the game. And that's very much sort of like the simple one for single-seater fighters, basically. So that will evolve a lot. That will get a lot more fleshed out and get a lot better. It's just to have it in the game and to show that there's going to be some skill involved in it in the future somehow. That might stick in some ways, but it will get a lot more fleshed out. That's very first implementation. It's not going to be like that for all things, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so we're going to jump and have a look at that other video. Yes, CIG have indeed opened up all flyable ships to all backers. I thought it was going to be a free flight. Please demonstrate the respawn mechanics. Okay. Oh. I'm just going to go to sleep here. That's an interesting way of dying, isn't it? Yeah. Thought you might want to have the respawn mechanics Oh my god, I was getting... You bastard in chat. You were misselling me so much. Freelance. Oh, fuck. That was hell earlier. That was hell. Right. We are going to look at, though... So...
In up there. One of the other things that
Tell me
had
what
to
the
do was
volume's
go
like,
up to a
guys.
planetary scale. Now, the CryEngine terrain system was actually really good in the first place, but it was designed for, you know, a flat 8-kilometer sort of area.
So, this was the Homestead demos. So, what we saw earlier, the Homestead demo, that was the cool little mission that they did in Star Citizen, where they ran around, and the sandworm and all that sort of stuff. And the map, effectively, is called Homestead. And this is using the, basically, Planet Ed to edit, I believe. And what they're able to do with their editor, or at least their editor, they're able to play in their game in the editor. And then they can jump in and out of actually playing the game in editor and then edit stuff. And they're going to show us...
And not a true planet. So one of the other things
planet's
is all
totally
this
real,
stuff is
revolves
runtime
around the sun.
generation. So all of it is happening in real time
Rotates,
right in front of you. You
revolves.
saw we had the frame counter up in the top right for the entire demo there, and that's something that you know, any engineer, any artist, anybody working on the demo can really be proud of, because that frame rates of that
planet's actually there.
level are hard
That's
to
the
get when
planet
you're
behind
trying to
Korea.
do content to this fidelity. So one of the other things that you saw was the seamless transition
Korea,
from
whatever.
space to first-person ground. I haven't seen any other project or any other game, to that matter, that has the sheer range of scale that we have. So when you get
We'll
really
draw
up
the
close
40K
on the
key
first-person
after
terrain,
this.
it looks like you're down on the train. It's not blotchy. It's not too big. You don't get all screwed up with the scale.
You can... Everything looks a bit copied in the editor, though. You can see, like, lines and stuff of, like, basic copy and paste.
All right,
I think
so
in
the
the
next
actual
thing,
engine, when
is
it's
that there's no
rendered out,
restriction
looks a
to
lot
view
better.
distance. You saw this in the whole pull-through in the initial demo, but you'll see this here as Simon zooms around within the editor. And again, this is all happening real time. We thought it best to show how we actually build this stuff for you guys, so that you guys can have
top middle there,
a little
just
bit of
above the
faith
planet.
that we're going to be
Sort
able
of
to
see it.
build all this content up for you.
Um,
So one of the things we like to do is just kind of show the scale, because the scale is really hard to wrap your mind around. Even as a designer,
Concerned
it can
nomads?
be very jarring when you go from just a centimeter level of precision all the way out to thousands and thousands of kilometers. So he plopped a character in there just to give you an idea of what you're actually looking at, because it can be easy to get sort of a god complex when you're looking at this kind of stuff. All right, so I think we're going to go find a little area here and do a little bit of work, because...
So the engine now has become this full, like, a universe simulator where they can build a planet and do cool stuff with it. But they're going to show you now how quickly they can build a quick little area in a planet out.
It's one of the biggest and most powerful
Some of the
pieces
tools.
of the tools, and it's probably what we work on the hardest.
See
is
that?
that
It's pretty cool.
It's artist guided, but it's procedurally generated. So the artist can still have this really fine-tuned control over the areas that they want, but we can do it on such a massive scale, and they can even go in afterwards and sort of tweak up the objects. So you'll see he's actually just creating more landscape. We actually use an ecosystem
Brush tools, allow them to see
technology
what they
to
want.
do this. So I'm going to let Simon paint a little bit of terrain here. And this is pretty awesome. This is what we get to do every day. So it's really exciting to be able to work on this kind of technology. And it's even better to be able to stand in front
adjust the
of
elevation
you
there of the
guys in
land.
front of this kind of technology, because there's 360
Yeah.
other
Star Engine
developers that are
itself is
working on
amazing.
this stuff. So got to say that it's a massive, massive team effort. All right, so what he's actually doing is taking down different ecosystems. The ecosystem is kind of like a high-level visual representation of a classic level, of a classic game level, really. So the ecosystem defines things like the general terrain shape. So whether it's desert, whether it's
biomes.
mountains, whether it's ocean.
It's painting on biomes.
It also defines some of the main feature terrains, things like erosion or valleys and trees. And you can see as he paints around, it changes all the ecosystem underneath.
I didn't actually pay attention to this bit when I was watching. That's pretty cool.
All right. Shall we find a nice little spot to build up on?
So they can literally handcraft little areas as
So
well.
while Simon looks for a
big
little
as small
spot
as they
here,
want.
just to let you know, the planets are made out of all these ecosystem tiles. Or
After this video, we're going to call it a day, but we're going to draw the raffle winner. It's for a copy of 40k Eternal Crusade on Steam, if anyone wants that.
chunks, and it's made out of thousands of these chunks, and we can modify them
Exclamation
again
mark
on a
raffle.
really, really macro scale. So
You can see here that the texture looks very samey in the editor, but that I don't believe it's like that in the actual game.
on a planetary scale, or on a very, very micro sort of scale. So the first thing he likes to drop down is always a little bit of a lake or a river. So of course we've got the water support that we wanted to, but
So these are
we had to
weird when he's
actually
placing
rewrite
it.
the whole ocean and water volume system in the CryEngine to be able to support again this spherical level terrain. And as you can see, the results are actually really, really good.
Actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not a massive fan of the way the water looks in the editor at the moment.
It's no pressure on Simon at all.
Like the
So what
fact
he's placing
this
in
is how
now
they're
is
using
one of
the
these
tools.
object
This is great.
containers. So again,
crap
we
controls
thought it'd
as
be
well, yeah.
cool if we really just kind of pulled the curtains and showed you how we make this stuff.
The textures, the tool set, everything is still a work in progress. Even the lighting, everything. It needs a super amount of polish and optimization still. But this texture, I actually think it looks a lot better in game. I think, and I think it's just this is one of the features of the editor. It just makes it, I don't know, look crappy or whatever. But even if it's not, even if this is in game, it will get a lot better.
Stuff. So an object container is how we actually
dropping in
classify
prefabs.
a whole bunch of different objects. So it might be lights, it might be geometry, it might even be script. There's many different things that an object container can contain. And the whole point of object containers is really so that we have this powerful streaming system so that we can bring in an entire level worth of content and then bring it out. And even
Object containers are basically just like prefabs like we've had with Half-Life and stuff, I think. I think that's basically it.
better, we can fly around levels of content, which is
So you
what
can drop
the
in
capital
the
ships
javelin
do.
from earlier that was broken. That's
So this is the
basically a
tower
prefab
we
or
just saw in Homestead.
part of the same system.
We're gonna set up a little location here. We'll put a couple objects down, and we'll do a little bit of exploring.
So you can paint on foliage and trees.
So you see
and
how
stuff.
quickly the designer actually controls the procedural distribution of the trees, grass, groups of objects, and this isn't restricted to vegetation, right? You can do this with rocks. You can do this
That's
with
awesome.
grass. You can do this with
Rocks as well.
buildings, maybe? Question mark. We'll get to that at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, they wanted to do the distribution maps for buildings. I know that, like farmland and stuff. The spice must indeed flow.
So one of the things I did promise my German counterparts is that we'd keep the tools off the screen because they really want to reveal this stuff. They've done a ton of work on these tools. So a lot of what you see, we get to showcase, you know, the final results of this stuff. But
So
there is so much work that
in
actually
ATV
goes
and
into
RTV this week, so that's gonna
being
be
able
good.
to
It's
bring
gonna be
you
big.
that. And a lot of those guys don't get enough credit.
ATV.
So really excited to be able to stand in front of this stuff for them. Woohoo!
I think if they can paint on buildings like they want, they can do the huge cityscape planets a lot easier. And that's what they want to be able to do. It'd be amazing if they can. Oh, hello. Hey, Sean.
So he's dressing up the scene a little bit. He's trying to make it a little bit nicer looking.
Thought you
We've
Grace.
got a special little prop here that Simon seems to like to drop in. You might recognize it. So
Hides
we're
them.
creating a little home for this crab. I think he lives under the tower. Yeah. Maybe he's got a family.
I think it's copy and paste them as well. I mean, the tool set is just so nice for them to use.
Yeah,
Daddy
it's
crab.
It's a daddy crab, you know.
That's cool. I mean, they can do... Obviously, this... I don't think that's programmable
talking
wildlife in game yet, but they're about to do
Now we're
that with
talking.
wildlife as well. But they're also about to paint on wildlife. And the
So
future.
that gives you a really
only
good
seen
idea.
that sandworm, really.
This took what, maybe
but-
5-6 minutes, and we were able to build up just a little section. Now, this isn't about to ship out to you guys looking exactly like this, but again, it shows. Oh, I thought he was mad. We would ship it, Simon. Just we would ship it. You would all play it, I'm sure. So again, we need to be able to create this content super quickly, but still have that artist input.
And
Because
I think
if
that's
you don't have
amazing
that
they can
artist
do that
input,
quickly.
Eventually, you end up with very generic
Those tools
looks,
are so powerful.
and we can't give you these moments that we really are excited to share with you.
It's the long-term thinking
what do you
that
think?
CIG have done.
Should
It's
we show
great,
that,
but it's taken time. Oh, spawning in a Gladius?
All right, so the last little bit of this is kind of a fun bit. Is in a lot of game levels, the thing is that you're in a skybox. Like, what is so hard to wrap your head around is that that's not a skybox. That's actual atmosphere scattering that's happening. The sky is blue because the light scatters, right? So let's just kind of prove that to you. Those little sprites in the sky, they're not really sprites.
This is nothing
Those
like
are
Duke
other
Nukem Forever,
planets.
mate. Nothing like it. Duke
So
Nukem
let's see if
Forever
we
was
can
hidden
explore
for
one of those.
ages, and they didn't tell us anything about the development. This has got open development, and we can play it now.
One of the other cool things, anyways, just about our editor in general, you saw that while he's developing, he can actually just jump in and start actually playing the game.
I love that
directly
about the
from
tool
it.
set.
It's a super powerful tool. You won't iterate too much on stuff. If you have to shut down, take 5 minutes to reload some other
from in-game for them.
executable, then you come back to your editor. Being able to just minutely change thing after thing after thing and jump in and try it again and jump in and try it again and jump in and try it again gives you really polished content. So there's one reason I'm standing here talking about it and Simon's flying. He's a very, very good pilot, and I think we're about to showcase this, no pressure.
So, I'm not sure if you're going to be able
So
to
that's not a sprite.
quantum jump like this from planet to planet
Let's go.
when you're in an atmosphere of another planet, but you might be able to. Yeah, so that planet we saw earlier
Alright.
was actually there.
So a little bit of a different
This is a
looking
hot
planet
planet.
here.
Sulfur Lakes. It's pretty cool.
So this is kind of showing off a little more of the exotic ecosystem that we can do, and we barely
the fact they showed
scratched the
this.
surface on how far we can really take the exotic bits. These are sulfur lakes. This place probably just stinks. I mean, it's super hot. The sunset, though, that you can see again
see a
with the
temperature?
atmosphere scattering, we get this for free. Not for free. I mean,
You can
somebody
see it
works
gives
very,
max
very
safe
hard on it,
speed
Carson Wenzel.
and altitude when you're in an
But
atmosphere
in
as
terms
well
of
now.
actually running in the game, when the sun comes down on the horizon, yeah, we're going to get that scattering. We get natural day-night cycles because, well, the planet's rotating. So you see, they're doing a bit of mining here, but
This is mining prefabs they've plopped
he's
in.
brave. All right.
Some static mining prefab stuff. Like we saw a second ago, that they just plopped that in real quick.
Oh, you almost blacked out. We're all
People were
done.
talking about this might have been part of the Squadron 42 mission level.
But we
and-
really
and
wanted to
see why in a
show you
second.
again, like, without having too big of a demo put around it, we wanted to show you how we kind of, level design jazz, Simon called it earlier, just something a little bit improv. And oh, what's this? That's somebody.
That's Mark
finding
Hamill's.
information with us.
An unpolished Mark Hamill, people were saying that is. They need to get those animations down.
So we're gonna go chase him
My
down,
old man
see where he
appears.
went.
And then we see the Idris there. Which is pretty cool. It looks like it's got some shadow problems.
So it's an interesting ship there. All right. So we've given him.
So I think that was pretty cool. They did show off some cool bits and bobs. And I think that was supposed to be shown after the Squadron 42 level as well. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for the Squadron 42 little demo. I do think Squadron 42 is coming out in 2017, early first quarter. That would be my guess. Not the Idris. What did I say? Did I say something else? Did I say something else? Did I say Polaris, isn't it? It was the Idris, wasn't it? It's the Idris.
an interest.
Yeah, that's an interest, mate. That's an interest. Definitely. Yeah. So you confused me. Sorry, I might have just misread what you said. But yeah, I think that's all been pretty cool. And I am quite impressed with what they've done. On Sunday, we'll be streaming again. If people want me to change my streaming times, please drop me a message to tell me what times you prefer and stuff. Because I might move my times around on the Tuesdays and Sundays. I might even start streaming 3 days a week. I'll do 4 videos a week and 3 streams a week, something like that. Because people have been suggesting they want me to stream more. Obviously, I'll be getting a little bit better at streaming as I understand a bit more of it and get the scenes sorted and also be less tired. But thanks to so many people for joining me for today. Let's draw that key for Eternal Crusade. How do we do that? I need to click on some stuff, don't I? Oh, let's press escape here.
Ship.
Shut up! Shut up! And let us close the raffle. Draw the raffle. All these worlds, please drop me a message in the Twitches to claim your prize. Literally PM me with 40k. Just type in 40k or Eternal Crusade or something, and I'll drop you that in a bit. Yeah. So, guys, thanks very much for joining me today. We are going to go raid someone. Who's around at the moment? Is anyone call around? We're going to go and raid Talung, because I love Talung, and he's a good chap. Yeah, join me on Sunday. Thanks very much for my Patreons and Game Whisper peoples. There is going to be a giveaway every month, at least one every month, and some other bits and bobs for subs and Patreons, which I dropped loads of Eternal Crusade seed keys into them the other day, and there'll be flare, there'll be ship giveaways and stuff like that as well. People that haven't joined the Antlion giveaway, please do, because you can get a mod mic and a headset. Drop that there with no effort. And every month we will be doing a giveaway, just redacted in general, for a ship and package. It will most certainly be, well, if we haven't got anything else to give away, it will be at the very least an Avenger package. Avenger Titan, because I love the Avenger Titan. It is my favourite, kind of like second tier starter ship. We are going to go and raid Talung. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please check out our coverage on CitizenCon. It is there is a reasonable amount there for you to sink your teeth into, and we will get up the donation goals and all that sort of jazz up again later for Sunday. You take care, guys. I'll see you in the verse. I mean, it's going to take me a long time to sign off because I have to click on everything. Yeah, you'll get your own giveaway. You get your own giveaway on Game Wisp if you just sub at any level on Game Wisp at the moment. I think there's other perks and bits and bobs as well. And oh, I need to. Why do you hate me? This hates me. It all hates me. But thanks so much for joining me, guys. You've been the best. We're gonna go raid Talung. So I will see you guys later. I'm gonna go have sleep. Those of you that are on YouTube get to see my face slightly longer. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you lucky, guys? You're the luckiest! We're going to go raid Talung, so please go and join this lovely gentleman here. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the verse. Bye! I'm so tired, so sleepy.